Na nim de ya wo de na oyenim no. Nipa na otewo interview no maame no. Sebio ono na encourage maame ni mani di sansem hunu no because nipa na ote maame nanim na maame ne keka sa nkwase asem no. All that person needs to do because it's your job to check the person sitting in front of you. Now me bo video bi a kire me be say utie. It's got to do with $1. Maame we your friend Patricia Appiagyei asokwa na we MP. Watena parliament ache. Onya one of those traditional seats na udi odwan kra kwisi so a ometo ama no because a MPP seat. Nipa dodo amwo asokwa omoto aba no sebio dodo no omfa nyansa na to omo the tribe any party na to aba. Eti wokwa asokwa mane susumina so nipa dodo amwo asokwa omoto aba edema eye Appiagyei no they don't even question Appiagyei say parliament okoye no edi ade pa na asokwa enya frim dio aba na omoto no say Appiagyei ya santini wenyini watena parliament ahye on sheda fa nyansa bia ne mpuntiom ba fie ba oya santini nko oya mpipi ni de ye beto ama no sa maame we akotena eye radio so asantime mu en unim de ya sa nkomo mu di na asantime mu no omo ban kran omo ndi sa nkomo no eno na ya na de bia me ka kire Ghana for say so person who say MPP for ejimi a we na also dey analyze omo say MPP for omo ko Kumasi no mu di nkomo radio so a sa nkomo no mu di ni radio so Kumasi no enye the same nkomo no mu di e radio so on crying and so you Ghana ni a ma weni na from na sheda monitor NPP ye MPP edru eye Kumasi a MPs dru Kumasi a senia omo kasa e kire nsemu no e different from say omo wo eye Accra because omo dru Kumasi a omo hu ni say sebio dodo ni nko school dodo omo support MPP no ma dwene wo form dodo no ento aba because of issues dodo no eto aba because of tribe into omo kwa de akokọ pe e no mo de ma akokọ into omo kwa no ma to eburo e wasantime mu momi enkotia maame we friend Patricia Jay na dollar no bebi edu no we dru eye asantime mu ono so ko kan bibia kira asantefo muntie ni reasons
we see dollar akofom ti ye celebrate you obi anim ne eko economist beka kire say Trump niema wo yenti ama dollar na hoden ekofom ba wo de kofa euro ahoden no nkofom wo de kofa your friend say pounds ahoden nkofom. It's other countries in the Chinese if what's the can woman de nyina enko for enti yenkrofo edidwa de ekofa niema efra bonte ba no o matete niema so o mutete efiska nye dollar nko anu o de ye adwuma it relates to other currency wo ma hoden ejina so pa
nchete dollar na ekofem sisi no enye aban bibia wa ye bi ntina ekofa
ende no kwasama da ho
by US taxes ne
niema wo ye
ne ade no ti ama say dollar no enye on high demand bi
that is the whole eno na ama no
see no gaining the strength no.
Yes, exactly so edi won ko celebrate Abraham me my brabo ensisai oya wo so what fu aso what is so say? It was a Ghana for ye really woo a mouth might be more. And I dear be so a temperano. To me, fan country will say, Wo, Anna, Wama, Sadi, and Edru, or come once a baby. The Yebra Mahama, and ye man na a coswono. A man be two chests and fan Casa Sana. Because that you're a friend said Minister for Finance. Otumfuo Obejina ho na why a budget? It is an estimate. And yadia aye juma. Oh yeah, was it my deliver. Abra the economic situation, the environment, and the bibia nyansi e maye unu say why the na wo say wo ye ne ebe ye adwuma na say enye adwuma. It's an estimate.
Mami penyini o watena Asokwa constituency so over 20 years Oye penyini o ne tu nyina efu dwene. Wabobo duku ahye ne nufu ase e na waka ne nimpons na wabetena TV so. Oduku ma se won se bia o kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm because na adwene mu no asantefo ne bia jimi. Wakotena kumase se dollar ne nko na aba fom, euro mba fom, pounds mba fom, yen mba fom, sika bia ni wiase aba fom, dollar nko enti John Mahama aban ne nye hwe. We or your member of parliament o. Oba MPP for na ono na ye minority leader. Uko busa questions esi abega so we didi penyini atam. Na penyini onim nyansa se no kasa. Na anim de ya wo de na oye nim no. Nipa na otewo interview no maame no. Sebio ono na encourage maame ni mani di sansem hunu no. Because nipa na ote maame nanim na maame ne keka sa nkwase asem no. All that person needs to do, because it's your job to check the person sitting in front of you. It is any pana or interview maame no. A dear research na why wama maame abrewa we abrewa poso we what did do question she do for us abetena ke kan kwase asem was or mani kan radio so. What kind of research? And what journalist na also what na wo interview maame we abrewa we no. A dear adwuma na wo ye ansa na wo fra abrewa we abetena TV so. Because abrewa we abetena ho. And I say, dollar na ekofom no. Eye den, bibian si ye, and this na manipulate na John Donald Trump. Shit, we side argument bi mami penyini. Mami penyini wa buru menopause so. Mami penyini ya bebo wonna. Also kan okure na wo gin na wu no. Mami abrewa te se wa bobo du kwa hye odufu ase abetena ho. Hwe nkwase asem ya hoka. Na journalist nenim also yen semkyerofo on enim nyansa anope bia oba be kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu akyerɛ santeman maame we na di asokwafo so me ko check how many years awatena parliament be wanwa hwɛ nkwasi asɛm a wɔka na ɔka no wen ɔjaya wanka ne nkran yo okokuma ase na ɔkokan ye adenti na okokuma ase kokan ye because ohun asokwafo ni bi sɛ omu agimi ɛna ohun asanteman fo ni bi sɛ omu nyina agimi because ɔmo nkenkan ɔmo mu di MPP no omo mudi echire no emu dodo na jimi omo nkenkan enti ofiri nkran aba MP aba o madam aba o waba no one nkran we hu no TV so madam okasa o enkwasi asem siesa na odatena so kwasa abrewa poso oji newu wabobo duku ahyehyɛ na nufu ase na ode anwa asra na nufu ho ɛna wabɔ kɔsɛta betena TV so no patututu ekeka nkwasi asem abrewa poso Appiagyei Elizabeth Appiagyei oseden abrewa poso osori anopa buei mechio we de metime adware saa hwemame penyini na obetena kumase na journalist nanim na okeka nkwase asem se yemusa no hwe tie biem obo se journalist na esoso no so tie
wo si dollar akofom tie ye celebrate you obi anim ne eko economist beka kyerɛ sɛ Trump niema wo yenti ama dollar na hoɔden ekofom ba wo de kofa euro ahoɔden no nkofom wo de kofa ye friend say pounds ahoɔden nkofom. Other countries in the Chinese for sika ne womde ni nyina enko fo enti ye nkrofo edidwa de ekofa niema efra bonte ba no o matete niema so o mutime efisika nye dollar nko an womde ye adwuma it relates to other currency wo ma hoden ejina so pa
nchete dollar na ekofem sisi no enye aban bibia wa ye bi ntina ekof
ende ye no kwasama da ho
by US taxes ne
niema wo ye
ne ade no ti ama say dollar no enye on high demand bi
that is the whole eno na ama no
see no gaining the strength no.
Yes, exactly so edi wo ko celebrate Abraham my brabo ensisai wo ya wo so wati fu aso what is so say? It was a Ghana for ye really woo a mouth might be war. And I dear be so a temperano. To me, fan country will say, wo, Anna, wama saade na edru a wo ka ho asem bebrebe ti yewra Mahama eni na ekoso no mem beat your chest and fan kasa sanaye because that yewra friend said Minister for Finance Otumfuo obejina ho na why a budget it is an estimate and yadia aye adwuma oh yeah was it my deliver abra the economic situation the environment and the bibia nyansi e ma yehunu say why dey na wo say wo ye ne ebe ye adwuma na say enye adwuma it's an estimate
yeah. You were in 1956 with this 68 years hwenkwasi akeka o she yentuma isi wakonom club any our friend madam o ga so baba ha o so meba my empon ye we the second one na we dey na me ya we yi o kwabre ye wie yie na meba chese kohwe wanom star club ba miensa mami panyini abrewa poso aka 2 years no di 70 hwenkwasi akeka mentese wakasa o parliament da we Kofi Juma na edi asokwaso Kofi Juma ko jimi no okoya na we so be sha ho enkwasi asem sa o aka 2 years but we di 70 years journalist not no na ono so e communicator na se ototo maame na no asema maame we king panyini a oso okoka university koye economic development hwe nkwasi akeka and the whole asokwa ye ti asokwa omo mpini asokwa dia untimi o asokwa dia ya MPP fo ye de twa efrum omo mpini omo abrewa poso omo mpini nyansa ni ho waye mre akwa na otina anim no ene wogya maame we na maame we keka nkwase wakonom club we yi ase ene wabetina nanim oko osori anopa be 7 wakwa yie be 9 ene wabetina Angel FM ho ena nkwase akeka. And why are we allowing these people to make decisions for us? Oh, because oya santini ofri asokwa. Oh, Auntie Patricia. Oh, ma Patricia dear. Or the manyina kwa abrochire ena nkwase afonda huguo ya ma Patricia. Contract bia MPP nya bia onye bi. Ma Patricia dear. Oto okasa ne kasa wo so se dansen. Kwase asamon kwa. Okokan is wedi penyina tem. Now how can this person Mami penyini we akaka krebi ni wowu. Mimbo woman no. But 68 years. Die na aka biem. Otina kuraba so na wodwo nso wodem. Die biem na aka. A okotena TV so tena radio so. Ekeka nsem hunu sei. Ya no kotia wa yesi di penyini atem. You are misleading the public. Aye Moses mra na nka oti radio so na nka sase apai no akosho na akesi. Because we are true for politics inti abrewa poso hede oti radio so ye abrewa poso wabobo entuma achichidi echi ntuma hye nufu ase wabo 38D obi also bo 39B wabetena TV so ahepo aboduku ede esi ano ompese ebehu no ne grey hair no abetena ho keka nkwase asem otena kuraba so na dwonso wodem ahomache obeka no kure ne de akyekyere man no ye ya asokafo ma Patricia ni o otete parliament se kura onkasa ena ode enya no hu se tam ena nkwase afodu gu ase ho ma Patricia abrewa poso okay is wedi penyina tam. We are so live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Ekoberutela. Yijrim yenko bebia. Maltese Paul abodam Paul hudi onye na ho tete no. Aferu akoyi di bedroom pictures aba. Ono na yira ko birthday party. Hwe me yiri kuta picture. Wabodam. Paul unhu bibi da. Me say ewiemu chen wa wo hye suit e no mo hye suit. After you get a picture ba and I made me cry last month to the birthday. For you better on the bus and say, for you better now show so. Paul, bring your wife on your show and ask her if she actually committed that. She actually had an affair. Bring her picture. Now see a girlfriend say you me 10 years. You bet me cover picture, but she say yesterday I was with her. And I'm a boy. People pose with their wives. Or you bet me the birthday in there. No about the fear. No bushing for aba. No picture now kufie. You know want amount na ho. No jai. Be da. Brabro chebe he. Ex-husband before. To me any omoyere kushia party ase program ase omoba birthday ase. No my dem watch a picture. What does that say? It does not mean say they are back. Uji say Jimmy. Bring your wife on your show. And let your wife tell us, say, she didn't do it. And that she didn't see you commit that adultery you did with that girl. Let her tell us she doesn't know anything about your affair. Bibi anamede eye togbe afedi kan of the mouse sika na yira wo mu no. Na ma kire onipa ofa o sa ka nim. Busa yire say kan na togbe afedi de ma on sika na dem no hwane fire. He. Baby a wo keka ko no. Left. Paul. Baby a wo keka ko no. Left. Busa o yire no say dey na mo ye wedding car na mo gino togba afedim ho no sika na that trunk no why na fire busa o yire hey me say for o yire betina wo show ne so what you are doing there comedy me and my wife had a birthday na ex girlfriends cry birthday ase akobi ene nche se ene o mo na etwempena ene de junkie job na wo ye no me ka wakoma me te wakoma me say Adia, your wife hasn't approved of it. Adia, in the picture between she does not approve of it. And I am not done. This is part 1, paragraph 1. Every chapter. This is chapter 1, paragraph 1. Every chapter be 18 paragraphs. Let's say chapter 1, paragraph 1. Every chapter be 18 paragraphs. Wouldn't be easy, Jimmy. I forgot to for your picture about this is my wife. We had a birthday and look at my wife. I took a picture with her. Yeah. But I ex-girlfriends for ex-wife for 30 years. You go for the mutual picture. What's the big deal? Ono obani wo ma. Enti obakre di birthday na obani di birthday. Oni ni niya ware ba obetuma ko hobi. It does not mean o yire no. O bodam. Busa wife. Me say o call left. Na sa left na ye wura no. Ye be wura be pie na obi ewu. Busa o yire say sa ka no. Car na mo dey wedding no sika na demu no dey no nim about that money one kasa what do you know about that money car na mo koji photography do one e fast sika no sa Alex Mensa na wo ne die no wo Paul unya go no ansa na ware wo yire no Alex Mensa will be here to speak on video. Would you know what is coming? Debi am catch us so you say o betime twatra ko I will straighten you. I go for your picture aba. What do you want something achiwa? Or your picture be a double box in Tamaba. See, unjimiya, how can you go bring your wife's picture and come put on TV? Say, this proves that I am still married to my wife. Where Jimmy? Paul, where Jimmy Bruta? And yet Jimmy na yawa. How can you go and bring your wife's picture from home? And the better show so to prove to the world say, because I have a picture with my wife, I am married to my wife. You are a junkie. Where Jimmy, the say Ghana for they basically they gave you too much room. Ghana for gave you too much room. Yeah, Busa said they see I was me confirm me picture aba o dying over drugs na for trim. What you just did, your wife does not approve. Obabi onimi nyansa bia will not say will say from a picture to TV so chire say I am your wife. Oba onimi nyansa. School a yere wako. Neni bia ebie. She will never give you that green light. That go and put my picture on your show and tell the world I am still married to you. She will never approve of it. Where Jimmy? So you are now proving to us that you are married. And what are you using to prove to us? For you better TV na case na. For you better shows na interview no. Where Jimmy? You are just low-minded. You are so foolish and silly. Now, since someone go for you go for a name about TV so. Where Jimmy? That's why I pity your children. The more people try to save you, the more you want to die. People are trying to save you. What to make kofia kofa your picture about TV so? Say, if you are so bianche, me yere na musimi ne jai no. Oye the birthday kura me picture. I don't know for ba na ankasa betina TV no so. No onkeso. We were here when a young girl was sitting in your studio, you Paul, whilst you were having a show. And you've been here person.
Again today, you will be able to know when the goal comes, you know what the goal means. Okay, so this is the celebrated Black Stars with their captain in the center, Andre. We wish him the best of luck. Our reporter Ibrahim will be telling us who is able to play and who is not able to play. So let's get to the details. Now, read this with me. For Ghana to gain automatic qualification, they will need to come runner-up in their group.
Paul Adom-Otchere, we are giant. Why do you form? And I'm saying, me beitu de bia, and I'll destroy. Sabonia with the bed destroy. One case born with the bed destroy. A grown-ass man like you with a dirty, stinking ass, full of gono. You brought your wife's picture on TV to show to who? Say, I'm going to prove to you I'm still married to my wife. Hey, no wonder you think we buy bundle in America. No wonder. Till now, you still think say America yeto bundle waha. No wonder. Wait Jimmy Keke. That's why you couldn't pass law school. Wait Jimmy, why do you know what form? Paul, I will use the information to kill you slowly. Me ban nka kranka de bia mema dose. Me be say manyam pentu ama wudi no. Ubegu nka me the information be ku nka kranka. Now let's talk about something else. Now you see the story. Guta. Dr. Joseph Obeng, president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Guta, has noted positive market responses following the recent appreciation of the cedi against the dollar, highlighting a gradual easing of prices for consumers. Papa Odi Guta Fuenim, Ghana Trade Union Congress for Association, sorry. Obek to the numtu or say Guta for and the Omokache Ghana for say. Dear John Mahama buying air no. Sibia dollar na ho den kofom. A Ghana sika sam ese gina ne naso ama edwadifo enso ehu se omodwadie ekoso enti omo hu se nkakra no nyoma boode no ekofom ama Ghana fo ehu ehiha omo enti it is very very important to say yeti curiosity say good akra acknowledge say eye aban no steps are all take aban no moves are all make John Mahama the finance minister the Bank of Ghana governor, any omo can hubu aman we no, dear omo yen ema nyoma danen kakra in a positive way. Momi anko tie papa no asema okaye.
We are in a highly competitive market. Most importers have started getting benefits of this. Most of them have started sharing the benefit to the consuming public. You just have to search the market and you'll find this. But all that we need is for government to do its work, do whatever it is to sustain this, and by 2 months' time, everybody in the country will witness the fact that the business community also think about the consuming public. We depend on our customers, the consuming public, to survive as businesses. And there's no way we will not share any gains when we have it. When we have it, we will share with you. And so all that we are all talking about is sustainability and predictability. And that's a game. And so we thank you, and we are waiting upon the government also to do its bit by sustaining the currency, the gains.
And to good for and the Omatum to say the Abani ye. Omujidi said the Abano Nyama Otuto any Nyama Otu Kwemuno, Esika Semna, Ejina and Nasono, Ebekoso, Ejina so Ache, na ama Edwedi enso akoso, na almost share Ghana football sha aban bo say, Senia aban asosika semu amane Ejina and Naswa, Bibia Ekoso Tortino, Eya Gutafo so, Omomene, Eya Omo Kofua, Omoka Eka Ekuro, say, Omunyama, Omoton with Jasono, Omoso Sebio, Sibia Abane to Tunyama, Sikasem, Sebio dollar na ho de Kofono, Omoso be 2 Omohofo, Ama Omokua for a Omokabu, Omunaso, Attah Omunyama so. Kakran Ebayan Kakran Omino, Obia Hobehano, the Okofanya Mabeba, and the Obeto, Yenina, Yebetumi, Edija, Ama Huatoye. This is what we have been expecting all these years. On a normal day, on a normal day, and ye kufu ado ne ba omia ne bedi yeso a, anka se dollar no se e wo 10 kura na 9 it shouldn't be anything shocking. On a normal day. Se enye kufu ado ne ba omia na omagimi a, se nka dollar no what 12 we kura mpo no, Ghanaians should be able to live with it. But because the MPP was terrible in governance, because the MPP were liars, because they were stealing from us, because they didn't know how to govern, and into the end there, dollar was 12, Ghanaians feel so relieved. But I believe that the government can do more. Because you see, a buying net is not buying yet. Into dollar koya could do 17. Abra, on a normal day, the dollar was not supposed to cross 12. Because John Mahama, every power 2016, na dollar near 3.8. Into for 8 years, anka dollar na kore nimukra, this anka bro 12. But because MPP are bounty, because Mahamudu Bawumia, ebe try a trust or economist, because this Achim click, because MPP, Nipadudu Omudiachire, Omu use Ghana as a cash cow. Na Omu Ria area good day botuo, edi atem, edi nimtiano. We felt to say, Adeintina, baby, na also dollar ni do no, enduro, because Omu movie yadi could do 17. On a normal day, anka 12 way, I had anka also started complaining. Yeah. On a normal day, nyanseni dia so no, anka dollar edu 12 no. That is when anka also started as age. So see, they adding a dollar edu 12 because Dom Bawumia and MPP almost tam dollar no 3.8. It's anka after 8 years no, anka also dollar no linger around 10. Nanke start complaints, a dollar na bedu 11.5. Adana ekoto, nanke start agitating, ya start kasa. Nanso omo bounty omo kano krenti. They left the dollar omo pecking at 3.8 and they left it at 17. 17. 19 even. Almost 19 on the black market. John Mahama in less than 5 months. We to move dollar every 19 all the way to 12 in 5 months. In think at 12 we should be content with it. We should be okay. But you can see this government, the willingness to do more. You can see the goodwill. Otumfuo say aban we ayi na adwene say opese oboa Ghana. Omo pese omo ye adwuma. Enya kura no say dollar ni gina 12.5 kura for another 5 years kura. I am good. It is better. It is okay. Because at the end, say John Mahama di 8 years here, no, or the 4 months aye. Because MPP could not bring the dollar down from 17 to 3.8 after 8 years. They could not even move the dollar from 19 to 12 after 4-5 years. And it should tell you, say, baby, a dollar ne do no where the dollar is. Say, we are not even supposed to complain. We are supposed to be okay. And not show the difference between MPP and NDC. So who will be at social media? Will be at TikTok, Facebook, TV so no kase dollar na echo form no nyanse nim na dollar because sani pano oyemambofo. Masa, these few weeks, the profit that some Ghanaian companies have enjoyed, it is more than 8 years in the Kufuor's era. Go back and ask them. Me say, 4 months where John Mahama and NDC about power no. The profit yet some companies have enjoyed in these few months. Compared to Kufuor about 8 years now, some companies can tell you for a fact to say, when they do the projections, 4 months we have been more lucrative than Kufuor about 8 years. Go and ask the companies. They will tell you. We are talking about multi-million-dollar companies in Ghana. Go and ask them. There are so many companies in Ghana. 4 months where John Mahama any NDC by CB or manage economy no any sikasem no. They have made more profit than Kufuor's 8 years. Just 4 months. Go and check. It shows how these people, the NDC, how they are ready to work for you. Ghana for say the biggest mistake we will make is say in the next 42 years, Krano, we will even start thinking of bringing NPP back. Me say the greatest mistake we will make as a nation in the next 42 years from now, say we will start thinking in post say we want to consider a political party called MPP. That would be the greatest mistake. Because from now to the 42 years, fine, we are secured. We all have to work hard to keep that NDC goodwill, in power to make sure so Oma idea pay. But even after 42 years, for us to just even start to think, say, na MPP bi wo ho no, na eno krampon one of the biggest, greatest mistakes Ghana or mistake Ghana ebe as a nation. Go and ask the multi-million-dollar companies in Ghana. Momum bi omo books munchiro. For 8 years, it was negative. Most of them were running on loans. Majority of the companies in Ghana, they did not have any money. They were just breathing for this government, which is the NPP government, to leave office. 90% of those companies were making negatives. In just 4 months, the monies they have made, in percentage-wise, almost calculated, they compare Ekufuado and Bawumia 8 years, they have made more profit in 4 months than in 8 years. Wadamfu be a businessman or a bigger company, meaning businessman, time na e-levy wohono, na every month, utia 60 million. Because the utia workers in yina through Mumu. Na utia 60 million. A big time businessman. Onuko onya Ghana ni you. A big time German businessman in Ghana. Every month, na o spending 60 million. And no ye after we tia mumu no pay no charges are no tia no mumu so. A big time German businessman in Ghana. Or from Kachem say, this is shocking. The Ohun right now he's keeping that money. He's saving that money because NDC about 11. That is how you build a nation. Now people will have the space to start employing. People will have that room to operate, to expand their businesses, to employ more hands. That is what government does. Government does not create jobs. Government makes the environment conducive for companies to thrive. Government brings policies for the private sector to tap into those policies to create opportunities. Because our public sector now, it cannot take more than 800,000 people. We are about 34 million Ghanaians. How are we all going to be absorbed by the government? It is only through the private sector. Into what the government does, and they say, a creative policies are the private sector taps into the policies to expand so that they can also employ people. It's government job is not to employ. Government job is to make the environment enabling so that people can take advantage of it and create more opportunities for people. It is a creative more room for private sector companies to be able to also expand and do what? Make revenue and employ. It's no government in this world employs or their capacity is to employ everybody. The government, we are looking up to government to create opportunities, to make the environment enabling, to make sure businesses are comfortable. Consumer confidence is up. Business, their confidence is up. The investor confidence is up. They troop into the country. They open more avenues. And you do not think the government can employ 2 million people. The government cannot do that. But when the government is smart, the government always makes sure or create a soft landing place for private investors, companies to be able to expand. Because when the private sector expands, it means more people are being employed. The government is just an enabler. The government is a springboard. The government basically makes it easy for the private sector to take over. In America, majority of the people who work in America work for private firms, not the government. America is being run by the private sector. The individuals, companies, the reason why companies in America and other Asian countries, the European countries are thriving is that the government has made the environment conducive for them to grow. Because the American government, the number of people the American government employs, private sector employs about 20,000 times. And it's because of what the albino area. So when you see the John Mahama administration trying to make it easy, making sure say taxes be not yet private sector obey ye through creating an enabling environment for individuals who own big companies to also thrive to employ more. You need to understand the government is working for you. Into big kwasemi ko radio secretary say aban si ati petrol so na akọ botom aban petrol na watese no sa company na owo petrol OMC na Otumfuo no obetwe nye scale be another fuel station no afa Ghana ni adwuma. Now I do get it. Petrol na atese no sa company benya mfaso na wakọ be another company no asafa Ghana ni onye adwuma. Enti aban no making sure say nyoma ye easy mom no almost grow a company. They cannot grow company with animals. They need to grow companies with humans. So they need to employ the workforce from the same country. What the NDC government is doing, First of all, it's giving the companies safe haven. He's giving them safe landing. He's making it easy. Taxes be a nuisance. He's taking it from there. He's trying to make the environment conducive for them to be comfortable, to get their confidence back, and also to employ the young Ghanaian. Into memo be another order. Say Aban say Oba Obefejuma, Aban can create that environment. And the John Mahama catcher will say, oh, or the policy be ba. Say John Mahama catcher or the Ejumera ba. Say Ejumera policy no. He is trying to create an avenue for private sector to partner with the government to employ people. Say John Mahama saw the 24-hour economy bar. It is about creating an enabling environment for individual companies who are private to get their good standards by giving them tax cuts, by giving them subsidizing electricity, so that they can also grow and employ the people. It's the policies of government will determine whether the government is ready to work or not. It's all that the government is saying. The policy of John Mahama Diabano, it is a policy to make the private sector live in an environment that is conducive, that they can indirectly employ the unemployed in the country. And internet they be a say Aban emphasis can be show bottom, but Aban to the policy saba. Now my member a simple question. One district, one factory, factories in the way. One district, one factory. Where are the factories? There was nothing like that. Planting for food and jobs. Planting for food and jobs was supposed to create a lot of jobs for Ghanaian youth. If the government had connived or the government had partnered private companies, but it didn't do that. The government should have partnered with farmers who have big farms, who are private investors, to make sure say every single policy Ekufuor de buy. One district, one factory, planting for food and jobs, one constituency, one dam. All of them were not policies that would create jobs. Those were they call them the political statements. They were just for politics to win power. Even the free SHS now, John Mahama most started in 2015 now, Obaya Obeji boss, you know. He could not build more schools to make it more efficient. So, under Ekufuor de Nebawomia 8 years, no, they destroyed the free SHS. They destroyed it. And you need to also sit back and ask yourself, this government is looking at the private sector well. It is encouraging and it is cushioning the private sector. That is why Now, let me show you another story. And the MPP4 and Amabontine and Omode stories be to Abontine. Doom so. You see the petrol new BBNC, Yababe Doom Ghana light. Mamaka be in Ghana for. Saban way and ya aban papa and Kamenoka saying light ba kumpuni Ghana. Say NDC aban way. Say ankenya nyansafo de di enim enye radio ma ye say omo beboa ama Ghana sebio Ghana yaje entuma pa ifra anka me no ka say ankenden kanisa la kania ba kumpo so Ghana. You people all know the damage these people did. ECG a cow burugu over 10 billion ECG nkwa. And you better realize say over $400 million. A car Napo muja to ho. On a normal day, Saban we nye smart nanka omunye ready so meye juma. It is like a kania ba kumpo so Ghana. So to even have light in Ghana today, you should credit this government and know that they are ready to work. As we speak today, this government is building a gas plant. It also told us yesterday they are going to start building another one. John Mahama was out of the country to go speak in Ivory Coast. When businessmen met, or say his government is planning, say by 2028 and beyond, Ghana, your power, your power, no, you use liquid, you use diesel, you use only gas. And when they came into office, they have started working on it. So today, a plant is being built. They are making plans for another plant being built. These are gas plants. And because you're about power, MPP 2017, catch say John Dramani Mahama. After Osovi Dumsono, oja too much power. I'm afraid no excess power. Excess power. these people could not add one megawatt. Omutuma for kania bako and kandia jo Mahama jano ho. And this if we are na asaba bima and in less than 4 months they are building a gas plant. Why should anybody even sit and consider say MPP a political party? And we for ready for. Now you see the story. Don't panic. There is no looming power crisis. The energy minister Enyumbre or the statement about or say Mema Ghana ni bia yemu hihye amanfo keka nsem se an na na do dan kwaku fo no Jakpa ato ho amende ye behwe se ne NDC fo be solve ka no eye NDC MPP fo de se ende omoja eka to ho a NDC aban e fight ka no it ende obeti om communicators no esi ade be demo ye se entumi so ka ne a the energy minister eye John Abuginapo say obi anka na komanto ne yem kan ye bia ni wa ebedum na omodi dwuma esi omodi eye den petro ano a ochena petro tele besaba where you buying. You see, sometimes your government might not have money, but the people leading your government, when they know how to talk, when they know how to respect people, when they are reasonable people, when they are humans who can think, some people are able to reason with them. On say it says a car power said you 400 million. Courtesy MPP. And the car power for Oma withdraw that decision to turn off a car power. All because they sat with human beings. Omone abaya omunim nyansa. It is not bibiana yesikana betumi ayu. So onim nyansa na onim kasa. You cannot sit at the table and negotiate with anybody. And that is what we lacked for the past 8 years. We lacked intelligent people. People who humble themselves. People who speak as human beings and not as stupid robots. Nana do dan kweku for den nkofo kwa akobo besia omo hihye suit said there omo pa toilet so France o bedi etu atade hyeda I so ojeje koleba e wo 1932 France war o hwe nkwase anyoma bi ehye omo hwe de gabia ye no ho kimprin ni nyoma fun bi ehye omo a you can see these people are actors. They are criminals who did not have an idea. But you see, even though Yesika Sam and Shadan Jina and Naswa Abangwe Tutuno, there are people they do business with. And those people are seeing the difference between red MPP and the NDC. They are seeing the difference between red MPP and the green NDC. And you see, right now, they are able to sit. They are able to negotiate. People are able to reason with them. Car power, John Mahama ne kofa free take buy. Car power. So those people are omutu sa ship ni free take bedru Ghana no. In 2015, no, if they had not respected and seen John Mahama say as a noble, intelligent, honest manner, and come to sa ship ni free take embassy Ghana asasiso. So you need to understand say BB enema nipa ye BB. The NPP government, no, the red NPP, no. Oshe omusubai na oshe the green NDC. You could see say we momo are red for MPP are red, full red, a drug infested political party. Omo are red, unim red party. Until we are seeing the difference between the green party and the red for party. No. Now the minister has come out to tell Ghanaians or say nobody should panic. In fact, Oma kra eye diesel nibi or China. Enough will be in the system to run a Ghana, a Kenya. That's why I keep telling Ghanaians. They be our party, checking nipa omudi enim. They be our akoto aba. She nipa na woto aba manano. She obi ti saba omi she Kennedy. They show Mahama. Na okoto aba she Kennedy Japan ojina ho, she Kennedy ojina ho. She Kennedy Japan ojina ho. Ote wakwana ntate ka ne to a, obesta te kasa se de wabodam. Kennedy betuma tenase na oda na oyiyi ne se na ntate ka no to a de obeye no ayeso obi abodam ba omi atoto a obodi tinko atro edidi ne to se koku otumi sirizi na atro pia bontene. How can you put these people and say omumu bi mbedi Ghana so? Are you crazy? Kennedy otena bedwam kura na ntate ka no to obetuma soro agima kan kwase asema soro akọ because onye stable ate adia broni aso untumi kensie ni da. So nyankopon ye wire na broni de lead gum entumi function to say original no. Baumia. Mahamudu Baumia. Asema eye no crave fi ne numu mbada. He has never been truthful. And you see, the one thing about Baumia, they say, Ontimi po en humble no one can't check God of us. I lied to you. Ontimi yes, sir. Because in Baumia's head, he still believes, say, the way you no cre. Or he still believes, say, we did no cre. That is Baumia. It's to him, no. Or when it was a come on drop. Because okay, can somewhere we are, say, but they are okay.
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem. First 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
He still believes in these things. He still thinks that they are true. And he's not ready to even tell you, say, it was a lie. How can you hand Ghana over to such people?